Hi everybody, this is Katie Sparks, the STEM and Computer Science Coach for MCCSC, and I'm here today to show you a really neat little trick in Canvas where you can assign a PDF to your students. They can annotate right on that PDF and then submit it right back to you, all through Canvas. So I'm going to try to keep this pretty quick so that you're not watching for too long, but I want to show you what it looks like from the teacher side, how you would create and assign that PDF, what it would look like as a student was filling it out, and then how they would submit it back to you. And then we'll go back to the teacher side to see how you would grade it. So here we go. I'm going to be starting off as a teacher. I'm going to go ahead and go in through Safari and the browser-based for the teacher side of things. So I'm clicking on my Safari app. I'm acting as the teacher. I'm in my course, and I'm going to click on Assignments to make a new assignment. Then I'm going to click on the plus assignment, the blue button at the top. I'm making a new one. And we'll just call this assignment Practice Math. And let's see. We don't just want to link a PDF straight in here and expect students to know what to do with it. So we want to include some very clear directions. So step one would be something like click here for today's math activity. And then I would do something like step two. Click on the word here to see the, so they would know to click here. Maybe you could say after you've clicked here, a PDF will appear. Step three, use the annotation tool or click on the pen to see the annotation tool. You'll see all these steps in a minute, but I just want to make sure that you know what kind of directions you would be including here. So really spell it out for the students and the parents exactly what it is that they would be doing here. So once you've got your steps laid out, you're ready to actually link the PDF. So I'm going to highlight the word here, and I'm going to scroll down to the bottom, and I'm going to look in Files. We're going to pretend that I haven't uploaded this file yet so I can show you how to do it. At the bottom it says upload a new file. I'm going to click on that and I'm going to choose a file. I'm going to browse for my file, and there it is. That's the one I want to use, that PDF right there. And then at the bottom I just hit upload. And because I had already selected the word here, it's appearing right there for me. Now if you happen to be on a desktop or a laptop, those options, you won't have to scroll down to the bottom. It'll be just to the right of your box here. You'll see it on your screen. So if you're on an iPad, it's at the bottom of your screen. If you're on a desktop or a laptop, those files will appear to your right. So we're going to pretend that I've got step 2, 3, 4, and 5 all spelled out here, and this assignment is done. I'll keep it at 5 points. That's fine. Normally we like to give students multiple ways to show what they know by including text entry and media recordings, but for this one we're wanting them to annotate on a PDF and send it back to us, so I'm going to keep that as a file upload only. And then I will keep it as unlimited attempts. That means they can go in, they can edit what they've annotated on the PDF, they can erase, they can write new things, and they can send it back to me. And then make sure you include a due date here. This will make sure that it appears on their to-do list and their calendar. But I would not include anything in those next two boxes, the available from and the until, because that will make the assignment go away. And if you have students that miss work and they're looking for it later in the quarter, you want them to be able to find it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and save and publish this assignment. And there it is. So I've created an assignment. That's the teacher end. We've created the assignment. Now I'm going to pretend to be a student in this class. So my husband happens to be, he also happens to work for the school district. I've made him a student in this class. So now we're going to act as him. When I click on the student app, he's already logged into this course. He's going to click on Assignments, and he's going to find the one called Practice Math. And now, of course, if you had set up your Canvas course in a way that maybe this assignment was just linked straight out of your Wednesday page or your Thursday page, he wouldn't have to go into Assignments and find it. He could just find it by going in through the buttons on the Wednesday or Thursday page. But we haven't done that. All we've done is create it as an assignment, so that's why he has to go in through the Assignments tab. So here's his assignment. He sees step 1 is to click here for today's math activity. When he clicks here, it pulls up the PDF that we put in. And the annotation tool is up there at the top, that little highlighter feature. So I'm going to click on that, and it gives me my annotation bar. Now from here, I can click to add some text, his name is Kevin. I'm going to click on the pen tool and I'm going to do some writing. So let's say I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I can write in my answer. Maybe for the next one I want to do it by making pairs and then counting 2, 4, 6, 8. And I would go through and you can mark it up. If you make a mistake, let's say I think this is 7 and then I say, whoops, that's not right. I can click on the eraser and I can erase the 7 and write something new. So students can annotate from here. Now when they're done, they're ready to submit. They click on that annotation tool again at the top, which is now a white box, to get it to go away. And this right here, this step I'm about to show you, is something that Canvas engineers are working on because we've told them about it, but for now there's one extra little click that students have to make to save their annotations. If they submit right now, it'll submit a blank copy of the PDF to you, like handing in a blank worksheet. So to save what they've written, here's what they have to do. They have to click on this little arrow, this back arrow right here. You can't see where my finger is hovering, but it's right above the math children. They click on that little back arrow and they're back to the assignment, and then when they click here again, it takes them right back to where they were. For some reason, that little back and click in again is saving it. So we're going to tell students to do that for now. I know it's not ideal, but it does save their work, and Canvas is working on a fix so that they don't have to do that little back and getting back in. But for now, you can just tell them this is how they save their work. So they've saved it now. To submit it to you, they click on that little square with an arrow at the top, and they click on the little Canvas student app icon. When they click on that, it'll say that it's submitting it to your course and the assignment that they're working on. They can leave you a comment like, "This was so fun," and they can submit it to you. They should get a little pop-up that says that their assignment has submitted successfully. There it is. So now the student is done. Okay. So now we're going to go back and act as the teacher again. So now here I am back as the teacher. I'm going back into the browser version. I'm going to click on grades this time. And I'm going to scroll over until I find that assignment. Here it is, practice math. We can see that Kevin Sparks has taken that assignment. I'm going to click on that little icon there under practice math across from his name. And when I click on that icon, this little box with an arrow pops up. I click on that and I see Speed Grader as an option. Speed Grader is the option that I want to choose. And when I do that, I will see the PDF that Kevin has just completed. So I can go through here and I can grade his PDF. I can put his grade over here. We'll give him a 4 out of 5, which is pretty generous considering he didn't do much of it. And then I can add a comment right there if I want, and then I can hit submit when I'm done. Now when I hit submit, that'll save his grade. And then I can go on to the next student by up here at the top, the little arrow next to the name Kevin Sparks will take me right to the next student. You can see that the next student hasn't submitted it yet because we just made the assignment, but this is how you could just scroll through and see each student and grade. Okay, I hope you found this useful. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to one of your digital learning coaches, or you can always reach out to me. My email address is kesparks@mccsc.edu. Thanks.